going on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to the channel. I am Lonnie from Flight Sim Gaming. Back at it. Another live stream here before the end of the new year. We're going to be rolling out maybe one more. Looking forward to doing a live stream on New Year's Eve. But for now, we're flying. We're down in Vietnam. It's been a little while since we've been out here. I think I've maybe done a YouTube video out here. To be honest with you, I'm not too sure what's going on. Talal 810. Appreciate you guys tuning in. I really don't remember, but I've had scenery from Dominic Design Team for a long time. He's got, I think, 4 or 5 different sceneries out in Vietnam. And the sceneries are actually not too bad, you know. So we're going to give it a go. We're not running live time, as you know, I believe it's a 12-hour time difference. Right now, it's about midnight in Vietnam. So we're going to fly in the daytime, and we are using BeyondATC today. We are not flying on VATSIM. There is no VATSIM currently, you know, in this part of the region of the world at the moment. So, you know, to try to fill some of those loopholes with some live ATC, we'll go ahead and we'll use BeyondATC for these types of things. So hopefully it'll be, you know, it'll work out well. I just did another update with it. One thing I'm really noticing with BeyondATC, I'm not seeing any live traffic. You know what I mean? I see the traffic injection, you know, aircraft parked at the stands and the gates and things like that. I'm not seeing any jetways attaching. I'm not seeing any moving aircraft. I don't know if, you know, that's just because of the time that we're flying at. If I look right now on flight radar, I believe there are some active aircrafts on the taxiway and moving around, and planes coming in for landing and things like that. So I'm not seeing that. I don't know how to inject that, if there's a separate thing for me to inject. And if I look at the map, there is a live map on BeyondATC where it shows all the parked aircraft. I'm not seeing anything moving around. So I don't know. Maybe there's something going on with my sim or whatever. But you know, as long as we get the live as long as we get the ATC injection, I'm okay with that, right? So, and like I said, that sort of helps with the immersion a little bit. We're gonna give it a go. We're gonna see what's going on. What's going on, Airborne? Appreciate you tuning in. Today's flight time is about 59 minutes, I believe. Relatively short flight. We're going to be coming back to Ho Chi Minh City. We are flying up to Da Nang. Short flight. We're going to be doing it in the Fenix A320. Been a little while since we've been out here. We're going to be hanging around in Vietnam, I believe, on New Year's Eve. We're going to be doing some more flights. I think we're going to go up to Hanoi, and we're going to be operating, I think, with Vietnam Airlines in the A321. What's going on, Sam? What an exotic place to fly. What made you pick this location? I just want to do something different, you know. I was, you know, either going to pick flying out here in Vietnam or in the Philippines. I've decided to, I got a bunch of scenery out here in Vietnam. So it's actually good scenery. It's from Dominic Design Team. It's a little bit older stuff. It's not, you know, any new stuff from them. To be honest with you, I don't even know if they've updated it, but the terminal looks okay. Some of these buildings in the background here are just, you know, default buildings that come with the sim. You know, kind of wish Asobo would have done something with different parts of the world rather than North America, Europe. You know, there's plenty of other regions that need a little bit of love too. Out here in Asia, you know, definitely need some attention to detail with buildings and things like that. But you know, it is what it is. They wanted to release a new sim. I'm not going to sit here and argue with it. Apchi, what's going on? Appreciate you tuning in. Anyways, let's jump inside the cockpit. Let's get this thing loaded up here. I already got the aircraft on. I'm going to come up to GSX, and we're going to go ahead and request boarding. First, we're going to load up GSX. There we go. So we are Vietjet 640 from Ho Chi Minh City over to Da Nang, and we'll request boarding. And we'll pick this one. Let's get the sounds up here. Something a little bit different. Flying in Vietnam. So we're going to go over to the Fenix tab. Let's go ahead and import that. We'll dismiss all of that. Mass and balance tab. We'll load the aircraft instantly. Beautiful. An issue they have is the availability of good GEO data from some regions. That's what I believe I noticed in one of the older updates flying in Turkey. So I'm not sure what's going on. You know, hopefully they'll kind of fix that. Maybe we got to fly in North America or Europe. Not too sure. WO, good to see you, bud. What's going on? Appreciate you tuning in. Pilot Nick, our giveaways over for the time being. Giveaways are over, yes. You know, possibly in the new year. I mean, for sure in the new year. Definitely. Maybe we'll do like a giveaway a month or something like that. people complain to them when the countries don't want to share the data and such. Got you. I mean, if there's limited resources with some of that stuff, I mean, what's there to really argue, right? At least we got a little bit of traffic injection. Let's see what ATC sort of brings us. I really don't know what they're going to bring us, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to call up the ATIS frequency and kind of see where our aircraft departing and things like that. So ATIS is 28.0.
0. Bird activity in vicinity of airport. Advice on initial contact. You have information golf.
Information golf.
Tunson Hat Airport information golf.
Tunson Hat.
0453 Zulu. Thunderstorms. Wind 040 at 4.
See what runway to expect here.
Temperature 25. 2.19er. QN H1012. Landing runway 25 right. Departing runway 25 left.
Perfect. I
Transition
think I have
level.
that. I'm not sure. I might have picked, yes, 25 left is what I had picked. So we're going to call up clearance.
The advice information hotel. Now current QN H1012.
Let me just see. Do I have my push to talk trigger? Let me clear that. Beautiful. All right. Let's call them up. Let's see what is going on. Clearance delivery. Hello, Vietjet 640 with information hotel request IFR to Da Nang.
Vietjet 640, Tansan not delivery. Thanks for hotel. Expect runway 25 left. Kodu 2 Delta departure with the Padma transition. Squawk 4560.
Cleared to Da Nang via the Kadu 2 Delta departure. A Padma transition. We'll expect runway 25 left. Squawk 4560. Vietjet 640.
Vietjet 640, read back correct. Contact ground 121.9er when ready for push or start.
Contact ground 121.9er when ready for push and start. Vietjet 640. 121.9er, and just like that, when ready for push and start. So we got everything that we sort of need. There is a tornado watch for my county here in Jacksonville, Florida. We had some really bad thunderstorms this afternoon. Oh, buddy, you better be safe, man. I didn't even think you guys got tornadoes out there, to be honest with you. But hopefully it just passes. GSX new update is cool. Side marshals are now available, and just look at them at night with those lights in hands. I didn't even know there was a GSX update. Probably, we'll probably have to do that for the next live stream. Let's go ahead and let's set up a box here. So we're going to plan 25 left. We're on the Kadu 2 Delta departure with the Padma transition. I understood the clearance delivery very good too. So, init request. And we are Vietjet. Is it Victor Juliet Charlie? Yep, Victor Juliet Charlie 640. That's our flight number. Cost index is 8. Cruise flight temp. We're cruising up to 35,000 feet. And what is going on with boarding? Did I not request boarding? Is it completed already? Boarding is already completed. Jesus. That was quick. IRS inits, all good. Cruising up to 35,000. Let's go ahead. 0 fuel weights and all of that. We have already done all of that. We'll send that off. There we go. 60.1 on the 0 fuel weight, 7.5 on the block fuel. We'll come over to the flight plan tab here. We're going to be departing off of 25 left on the Kadu 2 Delta. Kadu 2 Delta Padma transition. We'll insert that. We're gonna plan for Da Nang. We're going to expect, or we're going to plan for the ILS 35 right approach. ILS Zulu. There is no ILS Zulu 35, is there? Here we go. ILS Zulu 35 right approach on the Lato 2 Kilo. And all of this can change too, because ATC is going to sort of tell you when you're going to descend and give you your expected arrival, your expected star. Beautiful. Come up to the perf in it here. We'll go ahead and plug these numbers in as well. Been a while since I've been in the Fenix. I do apologize. We'll sync that. Take off, flaps 1. Sync live weather. We'll calculate all of that. 53, 53, 55. We're pretty full today too. Pretty heavy on a short flight. Flaps 1 down 0.4. All of that is plugged in. Beautiful. Beautiful. We'll get this guy plugged in here, and then secondary flight plan, we'll copy the active, and we'll go ahead and set in our departing airport, just in case something happens, you know. And we'll plan, I think, what did they say? Arriving aircrafts are on the 25 right, I believe. We'll plan the ILS Zulu 25 right. I don't think they have. ILS Yankee 25 right, no star, because we'll get that all plugged in there. We have ground set up here. From ground, towers 18.7. Preset all of that prior to. Beautiful. Get all these guys going. Let's go ahead and lock that door here. And just to confirm, our squawk, I think was, what did I say it was? 4560? 4560. We'll set that guy to auto. We'll keep that guy there. Beautiful. Have a look at the charts. Let me see. Let me see, what are we cleared up to? They didn't give us any initial climb. That's sort of a little bit broken with BeyondATC. I think they should give you that. Tyler Rocks, what's going on? Appreciate you tuning in. I wish they would sort of do it like how VATSIM sort of does it. You know what I mean? Tell you your initial climb clearance, things like that. On the departure, there is no... These SIDs require a minimum climb gradient. Yeah, no, there's no actual departure. We just got to be... Looks like below 11,000 at Tango Sierra 638. So we'll plug in 11,000 on here. And what do we have? Altimeter 1012. That's all plugged in. We'll come upstairs. We'll get that APU bleed on. Let's get these guys on. Beacon light coming on. We'll come down here. And we will get rid of all of this. We'll close up all of this. Boarding is complete. I think I got to change some stuff in here because... I feel like we're boarding very fast. Let's go back down here. Fantastic, ladies and gents. Fan-freaking-tastic. We'll call up ground when ready for push and start. Let's see what happens. And ground Vietjet 640 ready for push and start.
Vietjet 640. 10 sun knot ground. Pushback engine start approved. Face northeast.
Push and start approved. Face northeast. Vietjet 640. Are you going to upgrade your graphics card once the 50 series graphics card come out? It will most likely cause the price of the 4090 to go down a little bit. That depends, man. If it's not a significant drop, probably not. Probably not. I'd like to get a 4090. I don't want to spend $2,500 for 4090. If they can get the prices down to like $1,500, you know, I'm a player at $1,500. Push and start approved. Prepare for push. Would be ideal though. I do want one. Don't forget, ladies and gents, if you haven't done so, smash down that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel if you have not. I'd appreciate that. We picked up some subs, man. The YouTube Shorts things is going pretty well. It's a nice little, you know, something to do outside of the live stream. I'm trying to record some of my landings. Obviously, the one coming into Christchurch in 2024, just, you know, we'll scrap that one. You know what I mean? I didn't post that landing. Very stuttery coming in. And hopefully we get some live traffic here, like taxiing around. Like I said, I'm not seeing any. We got the aircraft parked. You know what I mean? It is midnight here as well. But I might have to just test something maybe after the live stream and just see, are we getting live, like, actual moving traffic? To be honest, if it was free, I wouldn't get a 4090. I would go for maybe a 4070 Super, because the 4090 in 2020, the GPU is going to be sitting at 50% usage. Maybe. The problem is, if I go for a 4090, there's probably other things I'm going to have to change up as well. Face northeast. Let me just confirm. Yeah, so we're going to be pushing back onto Yankee. And it's probably a beautiful approach coming in here as well. You can see all the buildings. I just wish photogrammetry just was, you know, a little bit better. Flying in certain regions, unfortunately, it's not. It would put too much on my CPU. Yeah, I wouldn't want to bottleneck things, but I think if I'm going to go for a 4090 at the same time, I'm probably going to do a little bit of upgrades with the rest of my system as well. Let's go ahead and start up engine number 2. Buy something that goes best with your CPU. Do some research. It may seem weird, but that's going to get you the most FPS. Yep, absolutely. For me to get the most FPS out of my 3080, I actually had to purchase a monitor. I had to get a 1440p monitor. 1080p, I wasn't getting the best usage. But I do want a 4090. I also want to upgrade the CPU and MOBO. We'll see what bundles they have too. You know what I mean? Sometimes they do like ready-built systems. I don't think they do any ready-built systems with a 4090 at Canada Computers. They might. But I probably would aim towards something like that. Canada Computers does a very good job at combining PC components to get the best out of it. You know what I mean? So we'll spool up engine number 1. By the way, I had no idea where Vietjet parked here until I loaded up BeyondATC. I could see all the Vietjet aircraft.
Unlocking gear.
Two good engines, beautiful. Come upstairs. APU bleed, master switch coming off. Taxi lights coming on. Engine start switch over to norm. We'll make sure that we set our flaps this time. And we'll turn this guy on. And last but not least, we have to trim out the aircraft. So we're going to go flight control. We're going to go performance. Up, down, 0.4. There we go. What's going on, A10? I have a RTX 4090 and an i9 14900KF with a 4K ultra-wide monitor. Damn, you went fucking balls deep on that one. Airborne 02, do you have any idea where can we design airports? Not into developing and designing. I have no idea, to be honest. I guess maybe just do some research. I'm sure you'll find something. And ground, Vietjet 640, ready for taxi, runway 25 left.
Vietjet 640, runway 25 left, taxi via Zulu, Zulu 1, Victor, Sierra 1.
Taxi to runway 25 left via Zulu, Zulu 1, Victor, and Sierra 1, Vietjet 640. So, Zulu, Zulu 1, Victor, Sierra 1. Victor. I don't know where Zulu is. Maybe they meant to say Yankee. Yankee 1, Victor. Because I don't see a Zulu anywhere. There is no taxiway Zulu at this airport, so we're just going to taxi Yankee Yankee 1, Victor Sierra 1. That's what we're going to do. Parking brake coming off. Let's get it. Throttle's going up. So this is Yankee that we are on. And then we'll make a left onto Yankee 1. We'll get that guy on. Beauty. That took maybe 17 minutes. The startup? Pretty quick. I'm pretty quick with this. We don't really do like a super long intro as well. A lot of streamers, they could be on the ground 45 minutes to an hour, but to be honest with you, they're mainly just talking. They're mainly just talking. And this is Victor. Just a little bit. Just a little bit fast. Super stuttery without frame gen on. I didn't realize it was that stuttery. I wonder if that's BeyondATC causing all of that ruckus. And the winds are 040 at 4, I believe, currently. Oh, look, you can see some aircraft here. I wonder if they're going to land in, and we'll get to see them. There's one aircraft right there. Install FS2 crew? Nah, man, I like to put the work in, man. There's a Vietnam Airlines coming in. No landing gear down. Is that a 787? I don't know what the hell that is. But there's no landing gear. That's not good. If you're planning to get a 4090, you'll definitely need a new power supply. NVIDIA recommends an 850 watt. Yeah, that's what I currently have right now in it. Either an 850 or a 1000. I don't remember. And they're pretty inexpensive as well. They're not like super expensive. Let's get back on track here. Should get handed off to tower
VHS
momentarily.
640, contact Tansan, not tower 118.7.
Contact tower 118.7 via jet 640.
Negative, tower on 118.7.
Isn't that what I said? Tower on 118.7 via jet 640. I know I set this as well. And tower VHS 640, holding short, runway 25 left, ready for departure.
VVTS 640, tan sông Nhất Tower, wind 000 RT, runway 25 left, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 25 left, VHS 640. Let's get our strobe lights on. Looks like I see aircraft coming in. What is my departure frequency going to be? 25.5. I think aircraft are landing on 25 right. This is why it's good to have one of those boxes. 25.5, ladies and gents, enjoy the departure.
661, wind 360 RT, runway 25 right, clear to land.
Throttle's going up.
Runway 25 right cleared to land. Vietnam Airlines 7661.
Man flag 65 SRS, runway auto blue. Let's get it. This time we have our TCAS on. 80 knots. Checked. Long takeoff roll. All the way to the end. Hopefully we get up. And V1. And rotate. Positive rate of climb. You're going up. Beautiful.
VVTS 640, contact tan sông Nhất departure 125.5.
Contact departure 125.5 via jet 640. Give it a second here. And departure via jet 640, climbing 1500 for 11,000. Throttles over climb.
640, turn sun not departure, identified. Climb to 17,000 feet.
Climb to 17,000 feet via jet 640. So far, so good. We're still hand flying this bad boy. And we're going flaps clean. We're going to go an open climb because there's a restriction, 11,000 feet. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and start that turn. A little delayed there. I wasn't paying attention. Transalt is 18,000 in Vietnam as well. Straighten out here and then I'll get some wing views. That should be the center frequency. And let's go ahead and autopilot mode. Let's have a look at the land. There we have it. Beautiful. Look how busy that airspace is there, or that the ground is there. Let's get myself back up here. Beautiful. Ho Chi Minh City. Whoever subscribed to the channel, thank you very much. Appreciate you. So many airline crashes this week. I'm like, what is going on, bro? You got that that Embraer E-Jet that got, you know, I'm not here to talk politics on the channel, but I believe it got shot down by Russia. I don't think it was intentional. I think it was a mistake. I'm happy though that the plane, obviously, you know, it looked like it crashed pretty hard. You know, some people survived, but they had to do what they had to do. We don't know the extent of the crash yet, but I'm glad it did not crash land in Russia. Nothing against the Russians, right? Nothing against the Russians, but I do feel like if it did, they would probably do everything in their power to cover it up. And then obviously you got the Jeju Air in South Korea. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. That looked like something happened. I don't know how many systems they lost, but obviously no landing gear. They came in a little too fast. They slid right across the runway. They hit a concrete barrier and exploded. 2 people so far, I believe, have confirmed survived. But yeah, just a terrible day for, you know, just a terrible time for the aviation community. You know, just a terrible time. Azerbaijan and Russia have a rocky history. They don't really like each other, yeah. But again, I don't think it was intentional. There was obviously an active war going on in Grozny at the time. Wasn't there like a drone attack?
VietJet 640, contact Ho Chi Minh Control 120.1.
Contact control 120.1 VietJet 640. And Ho Chi Minh Control VietJet 640 climbing 15,000 for 17,000.
VietJet 640, say altitude.
15,000 for 17,000.
VietJet 640, say altitude.
15,000 for 17,000.
VietJet 640, say altitude.
Flight level 160. There we go. That's what they wanted.
VietJet 640, Ho Chi Minh Control, radar contact. Climb to flight level 350.
Climb to flight level 350 VietJet 640. Alright, there we go. Cruising out. Let's get the wing views out. I'll be right back, ladies and gents. Let me turn some sounds down. Let's get these guys down. Let's get some music up. I'm gonna go upstairs, grab a beverage.
Good day, Ho Chi Minh Control. Vietnam Airlines 211 Heavy, descending via $2 Hotel, flight level 344.
Vietnam Airlines 211 Heavy, Ho Chi Minh Control, radar
I'll be right back.
contact.
We are back. We are back. Beautiful. Beautiful. You're just tuning in, ladies and gents. We are flying in Vietnam, Ho Chi Minh City, out to Da Nang. It's pretty good scenery out here. I recommend purchasing it when it's on sale. Dominic Design Team. Scenery is relatively expensive, in my opinion. Not the greatest ground textures, you know. Decent looking terminals. They've come a long way. But I don't know about paying 20-something euro. I think some of their other... I believe their stuff is on sale right now on the AnyBuilds website. But we're flying on BeyondATC as well. So, there is no ATC, no VATSIM ATC at the moment. Out in this part. Out in this region.
Ho Chi Minh Control, rate cap 127, flight level 120.
Rate Cat 127, Ho Chi Minh Control, radar
What's the call sign?
contact.
Red Cap. What the hell is Red Cap? Is that AirAsia? That is AirAsia. Red Cap. Pretty cool call sign. Again, short flight. We're going to be seeing some mountains soon. So I'm going to actually... We're going to change our wing view. Because it's going to get pretty scenic. But coming into Da Nang... the winds are 220 at 2. And she's cloudy, so it's going to be... It could be a... Could be an auto land type deal coming into Da Nang. Transition 18,000 feet. Even though we're at 24,000 feet now. Coming into Da Nang. Trans level's 10,000. 9,000 feet, trans-alt. I gotta ask, what do you use on the descent? Are you using trans-alt or are you using trans-level? Trans-flight level. It's not gonna be 9,500. It's gonna be probably 9,000. So we'll bug that in there. Looking good, folks. Looking good. In terms of 2024, Microsoft Flight Sim 2024, I don't think we will be streaming in 2024 for the foreseeable future.
Vietnam Airlines 341.
Just being honest.
Contact Tansan. Not arrival 126.35.
It's not working. So we'll stick with 2020 for the foreseeable future. Even with the when the Indyville's A350 come out, we're gonna be streaming on 2020. Slightly disappointed, but what are we gonna do, right? Try to put out some content. We want to have a smooth flight sim experience. We don't want any bugs, any crashes. Yeah. Looking good, friends. Looking good. Your zoomed out wing view looks really odd in the A320? Really? That's actually zoomed in. That would be zoomed out. Close to it. I mean, we're just sort of floating above. I don't know. Do you guys like this wing view better than like the inside ones, like the window seat one? Will O'Brien, this view is nicer. You get to see more of the land. I never really got into, like, the seated views, you know? Still climbing. I forget what flight level we're climbing up to, but I want to say 35,000. Should we do GeoGuessr? I mean, top of descent. It's about 120 miles. Probably, yeah. Let me see if I get it going. Hold on. See if I can get it going. Is it this one?
Vietjet 640, contact Ho Chi, mean control 120.7.
Was that 120.7? Contact Ho Chi control 120.7, Vietjet 640. Ho Chi control, VHS 640, flight level 350.
640, Hồ Chí Minh Cần Trung, ID 6.
I don't know. Hold on, guys. Window capture, I think, is what I want. Bam. Alright. And then we'll stick this guy there. And what I'll do is come outside. Let's do it. What do they grow in Vietnam for crops? No idea, to be honest with you. No idea. Let's resume campaign. We're probably going to have enough for maybe a couple games here before we're going to get our clearance down to Da Nang.
Good day. Ho Chi Minh Control. China Southern.
I forget which one.
Descending via $2 Hotel. 1,000 feet.
China Southern S465, Ho Chi Minh Cần Trung,
let's pick towers.
radar contact.
And where the hell do you think this is? Definitely in the United States. Whacker. Definitely the United States. I don't know what tower that is. That's a condo. Whacker Drive. I mean, this could be in Canada. Can't really tell. Cannot really tell. Maybe like Chicago or something. I don't know why it's not staying on GeoGuessr. Probably Chicago. I can guess Chicago. Let's go for it. Chi-Town.
Ho Chi Minh Control. Vietjet 129 Heavy. Descending via $2 Hotel.
Absolutely
Flight
right.
Level 320.
We'll continue that. Pirate
Vietjet
ships?
129 Heavy, Ho
What
Chi
in
Minh
the
Cần
fudge
Trung,
are we
ID
doing
6.
here? Let me pop the chat out here. Give me 1 sec. Let me pop this guy out. Let me get this guy here. Let me get this guy there. Beautiful. Okay, this one's pirate ships. Pirate ships. I'm gonna say looks like an Asian pirate ship. Like something you would see like maybe in Indonesia or something. Vitos Island. Where the fuck is that? Like how? Yeah, pirate ships. Let's read some of these signs here. Though not in the Caribbean, the Black Rose will sail you across the archipelago. I don't know what any of this is. Kira Miki, what's something? I don't know. I'm thinking maybe in Indonesia. Could be wrong. This could be Europe. Vitos Island. This could be maybe in Greece. But it does look like an Asian ship. Just because of like the designs, to me that looks like something out of maybe Asia, but you're thinking Greece? Okay. Actually, looking at these license plates, this is definitely I think that's Europe.
Ho Chi Minh Control. Vietnam Airlines
Alright, let's go Greece.
1623. Descending via Kumu. 1 Foxtrot.
We'll go what? Which island? Those are Greek letters? Am I that blind?
Vietnam Airlines
Here?
1623, Ho Chi Minh Cần Trung, ID 6.
Go Greece. Okay, which part of Greece though? Where are we thinking? Corfu?
Control, Vietjet 273, flight level 319er.
VZ273
Go somewhere down here.
Hồ Chí Minh Cần Trung, radar contact.
Corfu.
VZ273, descend tower
We'll do bridges.
QNH1012.
France.
1000 feet. QNH 1012. VHF 273.
Voyages. This is. I'm pretty sure that's French. Etal Dex. I don't even know how to pronounce that. This, I'm guessing, is France. Nice.
Hồ Chí Minh Cần Trung, Vietnam
Monaco.
Airlines 09 Heavy, group gate, flight level 60.
Nice, Monaco. So,
Vietnam Airlines 409 Heavy, Hồ Chí Minh Cần Trung, radar contact.
is there water around us? Yeah, little bit. Go France. It's definitely France, but I'm thinking it's gonna be out here. I don't know what this says in French. Is that the welcome sign? That might be the welcome sign. So I'm gonna go like right here. There we go. Top drop, still about 80 miles out. Give me 1 sec here. Let me go ahead and plug in some info in Da Nang. 70 miles till top drop. So we got QNH 1018. Temperature 20. Mag winds 220 at 2.
Jet 139er, contact Hồ Chí
Well,
Minh
9,000 on that, and if we're planning 3-5 right, our mins are 229 and it's raining, so it's going to be probably an issue. Nice and Monaco is where all the rich people live. All the F1 racers live there as well. Let's go historical buildings. Mexico. But what's the historical building? Is it this?
Ho Chi Minh Control, Singapore One 72, descending via Lato 2 kilo, flight level 300.
Amarillo? By day?
Singapore 172, Hồ Chí Minh Cần Trung, radar contact.
Or is this the building? I'm going to go Mexico City.
Star Asia S1S, contact Hồ Chí Minh Cần Trung.
But I don't feel like they have... Do they have palm trees like this in Mexico City? I don't know.
Contact Hồ Chí Minh Control on 820 on Star Asia X on 8.
I have no idea what building that is. But I'm going to guess... Where should we go? Mexico City? Guadalajara? Cancun? Alright, bet. Cancun, we're going for it. Monterey. I feel like I've done that one before. Let's go beaches. Sam, this is where you, you'll come in here. Pedra de Guia. It's a taxi. It's a Spanish country. There's mountains. This could be Spain. I think it is Spain, looking at these license plates here. Let's see if we get anything else. Wherever this is beautiful. Not seeing anything. I don't know. This could be like somewhere in South America. I don't know if they have this kind of ocean. The Canary Islands? Which one are you thinking? Probably this one, right? You want to go here? Let's go here. Brazil.
Vietnam Airlines 1623 QNHS
Brazil.
Zulu runway 15 with Demit Transitino.
Alright, I'm going to hold off with this.
QN.
We're probably going to be descending momentarily.
Runway 15 with the Demis transition. Vietnam Airlines 1623.
Vietnam Airlines 1623
40 miles from top of descent.
Direct Demit. Cruise Demit at or above 5,000 feet. Click Zulu runway 15.
Yeah.
Cleared direct Demis. Cross Demis at or above 5,000 feet. Cleared RNAV Zulu
We'll get back into it.
15 Vietnam Airlines 1623.
We should be getting our arrival information. Let's go ahead and we'll clear a company message here. I thought those were armed for a second. That was a bad guess. That looks so much like the Canary Islands. Couldn't tell the difference, to be honest with you. I was seeing more of the blue water. I don't know if they have that in the Canary Islands. The water looked a little Caribbean-ish to me. There is no ATIS information for Da Nang. I wouldn't know what the ATIS information is. You can see all that weather information, like all that weather out here as well. It's going to be a pretty crazy approach coming into Da Nang. I believe also we're flying over top of the downtown area. Pretty scenic. Kind of wish there was some scenery too. Some proper scenery of Da Nang.
Ho Chi Minh Control, Cathay 725 Heavy, flight level 350.
Cathay 725 Heavy, Hồ Chí Minh Cần Trung, Identific. VJet 640, Hồ Chí Minh Cần Trung, Attack Lato 2 kilo, runway 35 left.
I think you said expect the Lotto 2 kilo. Expect the Lotto 2 kilo, runway 35 left, VHet 640. I don't think we have 35 left plugged in here. We have 35 right plugged in here, so we have to change up all of this. Let's do the 35 left. We gotta change this up. Lotto 2 kilo. Insert. Select heading track first. Alright. Minimums for 35 left, 229. And everything else is okay. The winds are 210 at 3 right now. There's some light rain. Scatter clouds at 400. Scatter clouds at 1000. Overcast at 3200. So should be spicy. Should be spicy. And we'll add some fixed information. Um... 10 and 5 miles. Always. And let's see when he gives us our descent here. So now we've moved from the, I think it was the Kumin 2 kilo arrival coming in. Now it's the Latam 2. So it's a little bit of what looks to be like a shorter arrival pattern. No, it's actually the same. Sort of the same.
VVTS 640, Lato 2 kilo, runway 35 left. Report ready for descent.
Ready for descent, Vietjet 640. Right on time, top of descent.
640, descent top line level 250.
Descent flight level 250, Vietjet 640.
VVTS 640, contact Ho Chi Minh control 123.3.
1233. We'll contact Ho Chi Minh Control 123.3 via Jet 640.
Vietnam Airlines 16.
And Ho Chi Minh Control via Jet 640 descending on the Lato 2 kilo, flight level 340.
ViaJet 640, Ho Chi Minh Control, identified.
Thank you. I think it is entirely down to where they can get satellite data from the government. Unfortunately, that is why really remote places in the sim look bad, and also why parts of Asia look bad. I believe, yes, I heard that from a simmer. I forget who it was. Getting any type of photogrammetry out in these parts were difficult, or are difficult. Apparently, they got to visit them. I mean, Bing Maps, I guess they're sort of just using, you know, whatever satellite image pops up. But, you know, maybe it's too hard of a job to create, I guess.
Ho Chi Minh Control, Vietnam Airlines
and develop certain
169,
regions or areas.
descending via Case 1 Foxtrot, flight level 140. Vietnam Airlines
see,
169, Ho Chi Minh Control.
I gotta say though, like the
radar contact.
photogrammetry looks better in 2024, all day, every day.
Vietnam Airlines 169, contact Da Nang, approach 125.3.
Was that us?
Contact Da Nang, approach 125.3, Vietnam Airlines 169. Ho Chi Minh Control, Singapore only 72, descending via Lato 2 kilo, flight level 2 Niner. Singapore 172, Ho Chi Minh Control, identified.
I like how sometimes too they speak English as well as the native language as well. Yeah, I would imagine these places are really remote and most likely impossible, if not impossible, to get access to. Yeah, probably. Probably. Looking good, friends. Looking good. We're 46 minutes into the flight. Sending down to 25,000 feet. You know, BeyondATC requested ready for descent. You know, pretty much right at top of descent. So, I gotta say, it's so far so good with BeyondATC. Like I said, it's a nice little thing to do or to use. And there's no VATSIM. If you do fly on VATSIM and there's no controllers, it's nice to have it. It's nice to have it. This livery is also from FlightSim TO. It's not from the Fenix installer, the Fenix livery installer. Gotta say though, even like you can see how it's dirty on the wing here. I like that. I like how developers, when it comes to livery, add that. You know, it makes the plane not look so brand new. Should be descending lower momentarily. Now it is radar vectors for final, so I'm curious to know where. I see. At Kamla.
Ho Chi Minh Control, China Southern 3039, flight level 350.
China Southern 3039, Ho Chi Minh Control, identified.
Let's see if we get lower here. Not going to request anything. I don't want to break BeyondATC. Let's see if they give us lower. Let's see.
Vietjet 640, descend to flight level 220.
Descend to flight level 220 via Jet 640. Open descent. Alright, we'll go back on the VNAV. Really get us down. Like I said, it's really nice out here.
Vietnam Airlines 1651, contact Ho Chi Minh, control 120.7. Contact Ho Chi Minh, control 120.7, Vietnam Airlines 1651. China Southern 3039, contact Ho Chi Minh, control 120.7. Have a good day.
Contact Ho Chi Minh Control 120.7, China Southern 3039.
We got a speed restriction coming up.
Vietjet 640, descend to flight level 150.
Descend to flight level 150 via Jet 640. I don't know if they heard me on that one. I didn't acknowledge it. Descend to flight level 150 via Jet 640. There we go. It does a little ding when it acknowledges what you just said. I'm looking forward to the A350 and the A321neo from FS Labs. Wait. FS Labs is coming out with an A350.
640, contact Danang approach 125.3.
Contact approach 125.3 via Jet 640. And approach via Jet 640, descending on the LATAM 2 kilo, flight level 200.
Vietjet 640 Yana Napirojet, QNH 101 SFTILS Victor runway 3 left with Tamla Transidino.
Expect the ILS Victor 35 left with the Tomla transition QNH 1018 via Jet 640. ILS Victor. 35 left. Change up the box again. ILS Victor 35 left on the Lato 2 kilo. Looks like it's already set in there. Heading track first. Bam. Insert. Bam. And let's see what happens. Uh, 225 on the speed. Let's see if it'll acknowledge that. I'm hoping. I meant the Indy builds A350, the FS Laps A321 Neo. Got you. Yes. Cannot wait for the A350 as well. The A350 is Q1, so it should come soon. Hopefully. Hopefully.
VJet 640, descend to flight level 130.
Send to flight level 130 via Jet 640. And I'm not sure why we've lost. There we go. Back on track. Nothing to see. Nothing to see. I believe also we had this be at max 225 on the speed, so let's get this guy down. Max 225 on the speed. And on read, looks like 210. I don't know why it's showing. Okay, it's coming down. Q1 is anywhere from January to March is the potential release window. Yep. Quite a long time. Quite a long time. Let me clear this discon. Beauty. So max 225 on the speed according to the charts. We're looking good. So at Vidin we had to be at max 225. And then we're going to come up to 210 on the speed momentarily. Hopefully we'll descend a little bit further as well. Transition, we're going to be about 9,000 feet.
VJet 640, descend to 6,000 feet. QNH 101F.
Send to 6,000 feet, QNH 1018 via Jet 640.
Vietnam Airlines 169, contact via 9011 decimal T5 DB.
Over to tower 118.3, 5 Vietnam Airlines 169.
VNAV's coming back in. Looking good. Looking good. Look at those clouds. Looks really nice.
Singapore 172 Yanang Approach, QNH 101 SFTILS Victor runway T flat with Tamla Transitino.
I have a feeling that is most likely ready for launch. Will probably come out when they said it will in the beginning of Q1. It's probably ready for 2020. They're just buying a little bit of time with 2022. Oh, look, you can see an airplane out there. Looks like it's being jammed by some, I don't know, jammed by something. It isn't like the Russians jamming airspace. Let's come over to the perf tab here. We'll activate the approach phase. Beautiful barrel. 3.5 left. 229. Let's get that in. QNH 1018. And everything else looks good. Get those guys back. Let me see, what is tower frequency? 118.350, I think. One 18350, we'll plug that in. And we're gonna go back to managed speed. Coming up on 10,000 feet. Turn that guy on. Turn those guys on. Oh, hell yeah, brother. So there we go. There's some traffic for with BeyondATC, and I don't know what's going on with that. It's not looking all that great. I'm probably going to be doing some short haul with it. I just don't have the time nowadays to do long haul flights due to my work schedule. Who's like you? I think you said Delta does some short haul 350 ops. I don't know who else, to be honest with you. And let's go QNH 1018. It's plugged in, plugged and set. Still doing a pretty rapid descent here. Well, 2,000 feet per minute. Delta does LAX to Detroit, or is that... yeah, that's Detroit. Or LAX to Minnesota, or sometimes Minnesota to Las Vegas. Got you. Should be handed off to tower momentarily. Or we should be descending lower. Very cloudy coming in. The handful of times I've flown into here have always been raining. Don't know why.
VJet 640, descend to 4,400 feet.
Send to 4,400 feet via Jet 640.
VJet 640, click direct timeline, cross timeline at or above 4,400 feet, click ELS with the runway 35 left.
Clear direct Tamla, cross Tamla at or above 4,400 feet. Clear the ILS at Victor 35 left via Jet 640. Looking good, looking good. Cleared the ILS. So it is radar vectors to Tamla, which is kind of weird because it's kind of a weird approach because from Monterey to Tamla, it's like essentially in front of each other. I don't know why they just didn't include that. You know what I mean? Humidity, that is a very humid part of the world. Humidity is higher than Florida most days. Yes, it is. There's the glide slope. Cross Tamla at or above 4,400. I'm going to go ahead. We're 5 miles out from being 10 miles. I'm going to go ahead and let's go ahead and get some flaps out here, see if the aircraft will start slowing up. Wish we had some visuals. It's a beautiful approach. Get those speed brakes out. Coming in a little too quick. Be handed off to tower in a second here.
Jet 640, contact và nang tàu 11S decimal 35.
Contact tower 118.35 via Jet 640. Let's go flaps 2. And Da Nang tower via Jet 640 ILS 35 left.
Via Jet 640.
You're coming down.
Da Nang tower. Wind calm. Runway 35 left clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 35 left via Jet 640. Sim froze? I think the sim froze. Weird. Beautiful. Flaps 3. That is a full-on rainstorm you're flying into. Yeah, buddy. I think visibility is at like 200 feet. Something like that. Let me pull up my charts here. I gotta see where the hell we're taxiing to. So 35 left. Okay. Coming in on the left side. Hopefully we can exit Gulf 4. If we can get Gulf 4, we'll be golden. And we're looking for stand 3-2. And what is our ground frequency? 1216. Beautiful. Gear down, 3 green. Flaps are full, ladies and gents. We got our auto brakes are on. Ground spoilers are armed, and we're just waiting. We are just waiting. That is what the sky looked like a couple hours ago here in Jacksonville, except way more darker and more rain and thunder. Nasty. Ladies and gents, enjoy the arrival coming in. 1,000. Runway is not in sight. Not in sight. Damn. And we are clear to land. Winds are calm. Okay, I'm starting to see some lights. And I got the runway in sight, 500 feet out of my aircraft. My aircraft. Let's get her down. 167 Talal. Let's see. 1 minute since I've flown this.
Minimum.
Continue. Coming in a little bit high here.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard. 5.
Little floaty. Off center. Going around. And tower VHS 640 going around. 35 left.
Vietjet 640, roger. Fly runway centerline, maintain 1,500 feet.
What? Maintain 1,500 feet, runway heading, Vietjet 640.
Vietjet 640, contact the null approach, 125.3, speak soon.
125.3, Vietjet 640. This is fucked. This is fucked. And approach Vietjet 640, go around runway 35 left. Flight level 020, 2,000 feet.
Vietjet 640, welcome back. Counting.
What do you say? What's going on with my speed? Why is it not holding speed? What did he say? Continue? I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened just there.
640, welcome back. Counting.
Welcome back. Continue. Do we fly? Are we flying this? What are we doing? DN353. I have no idea what's going on. Time to try again. That was disgusting.
640, Gia Nang.
Continue, Vietjet 640.
Singapore 172, contact Gia Nang Tower 1.
I feel like we're gonna crash into I feel like we're gonna crash into a mountain.
Contact tower only Executive Tarifife, Singapore only 72.
Terrain ahead.
Vietjet 640,
Terrain
turn
ahead.
left, heading 245.
Terrain ahead.
Turn left heading 245,
Terrain
Vietjet
ahead.
640.
Terrain ahead. Pull up. Terrain ahead. Pull up.
You never asked me to climb. Left heading 245. This is fucking messy. This is messy. So I'm just gonna go ahead and we're just gonna climb up 3,000 feet. And we might as well put up those fucking gears as well. Messy approach, my apologies. I don't typically fly go-arounds. So they want us on a go-around, maintain 1,500 feet. Messy. Messy, messy, messy.
Terrain ahead. Pull up. Terrain ahead. Pull up.
And I'm just going to go up to
Terrain
6,000
ahead.
feet.
Terrain ahead.
Let's just get this thing up in the air before we crash into a fucking mountain.
Terrain ahead. Pull up.
See what happens. You need to be at 4,000 feet to clear the mountains. Yes, I think the mountains are 4,400 feet.
640, turn left, heading 175, descend to 2,600 feet. Expect further clearance in about 25 minutes.
Staying at 6,000 feet. Turn left heading 175, descend to 2,600 feet. Expect further clearance at about 25 miles via jet 640.
Negative, descend to 2,600 feet.
Turn left heading 175, descend to 2,600. Expect further clearance 25 minutes via jet 640. Wowzers. Alright. Let's replan. Nothing to see. Those procedures were not real world. Looks like we're going to be clear of the mountains now, so... I wonder if all this is still plugged in here. Looks like it's all still in there. Beautiful. Beauty. We almost died. Golly. Almost died. Yeah, I don't know. Maintaining 1,500 feet. We were going to crash into that mountain. So let's see what happens. We'll just extend, you know, the flight coming into Da Nang. I thought the aircraft felt pretty good. We seemed high. I don't know. The glide slope and the pappies feel like they're extremely off on 3.5 left. We were just high on the pappies, but we were showing 4 whites. So. And then we did touch down, I'm pretty sure, right? I think we did touch down. Stay at 210 on the speed. All good, all good. If I'm not mistaken, I think the procedure's in an A320. Go around is Toka, flaps 3, gear up. Something like that. ATC trying to pull a German Wings 9525 on you. Yeah. Yep. I mean, it says here on a miss, climb on course 353 to, we were supposed to make a right turn too, not a left turn on the actual missed approach, which got me all fucked up because I had the chart open. Here's what it looked like. I don't know if you guys can see that. So it says climb on course 353 to Delta November 353. Then you just follow that on out. She just said continue. And then it says at Conga at mandatory 4,000 feet. So missed approach would have been 4,000 feet. Why the hell they made us go left into a mountain? I don't know. No idea. No idea. Because I was looking at the charts on the go around and almost got us killed. I feel like we're really low right now. This guy. Kyle, if you're in the chat, don't ask. Okay? Don't ask. Yeah, man. Yep. Almost died. Almost died. But we're here. You know, we ain't gonna crash. I got this. BeyondATC needs a little bit of work simulating, I guess, real-world procedures. Hopefully that's something I could probably bring to their attention in the Discord. But we'll see. We will see. Let's see if we get vectored in. Let's see if we get vectored in. Got some more mountains out here too, so that's gonna be trouble at 2,500 feet. Can't see shit. You think I should go to 4,400 feet? It's I'm
VJet 640, turn left, heading 140.
left heading 140 via jet 640. It's getting nerve-wracking here. Right when I was gonna proceed and make a gradual climb. I gotta see, these mountains in front of me are so it says 4,400 on the charts. I can't tell what we're climbing into or what we're flying into right now.
VJet 640, turn left, heading 095.
Left heading 095 via jet 640. We're trusting ATC right now. They want us at 2,500 feet. Sorry, 2,600 feet.
Terrain ahead.
We're just missing the mountains.
Terrain ahead.
Hopefully we don't hit it.
Terrain ahead.
It's gonna suck.
Terrain ahead.
It's gonna fucking suck.
Terrain ahead.
This is gonna
Terrain
suck.
ahead.
Terrain
Pull up.
ahead.
I'm turning. I'm sorry, I'm fucking turning. I'm turning. Fuck that. Fuck that.
VJet 640, admin Surong Calais, turn left, heading 030, maintaining 1,500 feet into Estali, Felix ELS with a runway G5 left.
Left turn, 030, maintain 1,500 till established, clear the ILS, Victor 35, left approach, via jet 640. Alright. We're good. We are good, we're back. I would do the same. 4,700 feet would be enough. Man, they're really... It's if only the ATC just reacted maybe like 10 seconds quicker. You know? It's a good vector around. It's a good vector around, I'm not gonna lie. Just the altitudes need to be a little bit higher. Now we're descending down to 1,500. I probably didn't even need to do that. You know what I mean? But we're cleared the ILS. Let's get it back around. Funny. Hella funny. Hella funny. And I'm noticing that this guy's
Vietnam
changing.
Airlines 431, good day, fly level 22S. Vietnam Airlines 431 Da Nang up over check. Quốc dây. QNH101
I think I gotta do this.
LS Victor Runway 3 left with Tamla Transitino.
There we go.
QNH101 SFSI LS Victor Runway 3 left with Tamla Transitino. Vietnam Airlines 431. VZ640, contact Da Nang Tower 11S decimal 35.
Contact tower 118.35 via jet 640. Over to tower. Flaps 2.
Aircraft calling. I didn't get that.
Da Nang tower via jet 640 ILS 35 left.
Vietjet 640, Da Nang Tower, wind calm, runway 3.
Winds are calm, that's the
left,
worst
clear to
part.
land.
Clear to land, runway 35 left via jet 640. We still doing the return flight? Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's get our lights back on here. Let's get fully established here. Gear coming down. I'm going 4,000 on this guy, and let's hope for the best. And we're already at the published speed, so we'll just go flaps full. Hands asking why the seats are brown? Because I almost crashed to the mountain, that's why. That's why. Oh, buddy. We're flying with some virtual ATC. It's not real people, it's automated. So on the missed approach, first of all, the missed approach was dog shit. But on the missed approach, they made us do a left turn when I was just supposed to fly the missed approach, but I don't know. It's a little buggy, it's a little broken, but 1,400 feet. I got a real captain, a real A320 captain. Oh, I think he's flying A220s now, watching us. So we got to make sure we butter this one. What's my ground frequency? 121.6. One 121.6, gear down 3 green. We have flaps full. Spoilers are armed. Are we lit up here? We're all good. And yeah, we'll just wait again and let's see what happens. Enjoy the arrival.
1,000.
Still don't see nothing. Where can you join the chat? You gotta be subscribed, so if you're not subscribed, you probably can't chat. There's the runway, my aircraft. Keeping your guess here. Okay, hopefully I don't fuck this one up. The winds are calm, so there's no reason. 500 check. There's no reason to land this. Oh my god. Can't see the runway anymore. Two whites, two reds.
Minimum.
Continue. We're getting high. The winds.
100.
Flight slow.
40, 30, 20. Retard. 5.
First coming out. No bounces. Maintain center line. Terrible. That was terrible. $70 knots, reverse restored. Ladies and gents, welcome down to Da Nang. And I don't know where we're going to exit. Looks like right up here. Not the best.
Vietjet 640, exit next available taxiway.
We'll exit next available taxiway via jet 640. And I don't even know what we're on. Gulf 4. And tower, ViaJet 640, vacated runway 35 left at Gulf 4.
ViaJet 640, I didn't get that.
No problem.
ViaJet 640, contact ground 121.6.
216. Contact ground 121.6, ViaJet 640. Let me just see my parking here. We want to go gate, we'll pick gate 30. And ground ViaJet 640, vacated runway 35 left, Gulf 4, looking for parking stand 30. Let's see if they got that.
ViaJet 640, gate 30 Sierra Tango Alpha November Delta doesn't
Holy.
exist at Donong Airport. Would you like to select another?
Any gate for ViaJet 640.
ViaJet 640, gate 27 taxi via Golf 4, Echo 4, Echo.
Gate 27, taxi via Gulf 4, Echo 4, Echo, ViaJet 640. Alright. Let's go ahead and clean up some flaps. Turn some of these guys off. We gotta cross a runway here. He didn't ask us to cross the runway, but he should have. Let's go ahead and cross it. Crossing 35 right. And we're looking for gate 27. We'll pick that one. Strobe lights, wing lights, runway turns. Actually, I think these guys stay on. Hands, do I keep the runway turn lights on while taxiing? I'm not too sure. Gulf 4, Echo 4, Echo. And said landing wasn't bad, stop complaining. The landing, it looked okay, and then it went sideways. But what was my negative 151? And they're actually bringing us to a gate. That's pretty cool, because I don't think this aircraft actually goes to gates. I think that just goes to stands. Low-cost carrier here in Vietnam. The runway turn-off lights stay on while taxiing. He turned them off. Just leave on taxi lights, beacon, and nav lights. Okay. Perfect. I mean, I guess it depends on your whatever airline you fly for too, right? Procedures are different. As you come into the gate, turn off the taxi lights as you blind the wing walkers. Yep. We'll make sure we don't do that. I feel like there's an aircraft at our gate. If you're having a bad day, leave them on. Nah. We'll turn them off. Having a hard time taxiing this aircraft right now. And we are doing the return. We're going back to Ho Chi Minh City. Should be a much clearer arrival coming into Ho Chi Minh City. It's always raining in Da Nang. Every time I come out here. Parker brakes coming on, APU bleed coming on. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and shut down these guys. We'll come back up top here. Seatbelt lights coming off. I think beacon light comes off. Not too sure. We'll kill the fuel pumps because we got to refuel on the way back out. And let's go ahead and request deboarding. The scenery looks not that good, honestly. It's the weather. It's the weather that makes it look bad. I don't know what it is with the textures. Some of the textures when it's cloudy and whatnot. You know, the terminal glass doesn't look that great, but the scenery is not that bad. Dismiss this guy. We'll open up these guys. And let's get the GPU on. And we'll shut this guy down. Right on, right on. All right, I'm going to go ahead, grab a beverage upstairs. I'm going to get the aircraft deboarded, and then we'll go ahead and load up the flight back over to Ho Chi Minh City. Departure time probably in about 15-20 minutes or so. We'll see what happens. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Hands, fucking miss you, buddy.
ViaJet 514, request IF clearance to Noi Airport.
VHF 514, the non-ground, expect runway 35 right, count 1 Golf departure. Squawk 3213.
Kong 1 Golf departure. Squawk 3213. ViaJet 514.
VHF 514, read back correct. Call me back when ready for pushback or engine start.
Roger that. ViaJet 514.
Passengers are taking fucking forever to deboard here. Let's go ahead and set some stuff up. That should help.
Vietnam Airlines 127, ready to pick up IF clearance to Tan Son Nhat Airport.
Vietnam Airlines 127, the non-ground, expect runway 35 right, Cycle 1 Golf departure. Squawk 0743.
Cycle 1 Golf departure. Squawk 0743. Vietnam Airlines 127.
Vietnam Airlines 127, read back correct. Call me back when ready for pushback or engine start.
I think we're
Roger that. Vietnam
just
Airlines
about ready here.
127.
I thought I hit that before I went upstairs. Do you want to deboard crew? No, because we're going back. All right. Get those sounds back up. Let's go ahead and request boarding. So we'll reload SimBrief. Go ahead and request boarding. Beautiful. I'm going to call up Da Nang ground and we'll get our clearance into Ton Sat Airport. I think it's Ton Sat, right? Ton Sat Hat Airport. And ground, hello, Vietjet 641. Request IFR to Ton Sat Hat Airport.
Aircraft calling, I didn't get that.
I think, you know what I think I need to do? I think I need to, because it didn't update. Hold on, how do I... How do I reload? I gotta reload, I think, BeyondATC. I just don't know how to do it. Because it didn't change my call sign or anything like that. So, give me 1 sec here. Okay, hold on. Yeah, I think I gotta reload BeyondATC. When you open up BeyondATC, you got to log in, and then you got to fly with your SimBrief pilot ID, and then it will automatically set you up for the sim.
BeyondATC connected.
So let's see. Let's see if it sets us up here. There we go. So new call. There's our new call sign. Ground 121.6. There's no ATIS information out here. Not sure why. Let's call them up. Let's get clearance into Ton Sat Hat Airport. And ground, hello, Vietjet 641. Request IFR to Ton Sat Hat Airport.
Vietjet 641, the non-ground, expect runway 35 right, study 1 Golf departure. Squawk 0254.
Cleared to Ton Sat Hat Airport via the Sadi 1 Golf departure. We'll expect runway 35 right. Squawk 0254, Vietjet 641.
Vietjet 641, read back correct. Call me back when ready for pushback or engine start.
Call you back when ready for pushback and engine start, Vietjet 641. There we go. We got our clearance. Let's go ahead and we'll plug in the rest of this crap here. ATSU tab, go AOC menu, flight in it. Go ahead and request new data. And it should say Vietjet 641. There we go. So we're going Da Nang to Ton Sat Hat Airport in Ho Chi Minh City. Init request. I guess it's not going to work. I think what I need to do is come up here, import next flights. That's what I needed to do. Let's go ahead. We're planning 179 passengers. Beautiful. Flight number V, so we're Victor Juliet Charlie 641. Cost index 36, and we're cruising up today to 32,000 feet. Flight level 320. Plug that in. Let's align that guy. Beautiful. Come over to this page here. We're plugging our weights, so we're going to go ahead and send all of this off to the McDo. And it sent it all off to the McDo. Come over to the flight plan tab here. So we're on the SATI 1 out of 35 right. SATI 1 Golf. SATI 1 Golf departure. There's no transition. In Ho Chi Minh City, we're going to plan the 07 right approach. The ILS 07 right approach. ILS Zulu 07 right. I'm almost guaranteed that's going to change on the Dala 2 Golf. Dala 2 Golf on the Dovin transition. Insert that. I'll have a look at the departure charts. So, that's looking all good. Fine and dandy. And the rest will kind of leave for when we get into Ho Chi Minh City. We're going to plan 3-5 right. It's wet. Let's load up all of this. We'll sync the live weather. We'll calculate. It's going to be a flaps 2 departure on this one. We'll send that off. And that is that. We'll go ahead, set up our secondary flight plan in case we got a, we got a bird strike or something, New destination. We're gonna come back to Da Nang, and we're gonna plan the ILS 35 left
Singapore
approach.
171, TFR to Changi.
No star will be vectored in if
Singapore
anything. All
171.
of this is
The
all set.
non-ground. Expect
And
runway 35
what did I
right.
say my squawk
31
was?
Charlie departure.
0254.
Squawk 0423.
0254 on the squawk.
SATI 1 Charlie departure. Squawk 0423. Singapore 171.
I don't know, what are we climbing up to coming out of
Singapore
Da
171.
Nang?
Read back correct. Call me back when ready for pushback or engine start.
Wilcho, Singapore 171.
We'll go 12,000 feet. QNH 1017. Beautiful. Let's come upstairs and let's get this APU going. Looks like the baggage is already done. Okay. Fantastic. I like that. Ground services. Let's close up these guys. 8,000 feet. We have a restriction. I got the wrong fucking charts up here. I got the wrong charts up here. Here we go. So yes, 8,000 feet is top altitude. Fantastic. Looking good, ladies and gents. Looking good. I don't know what the hell all that noise was. Probably an aircraft departing or something. Today's flight time is about 1 hour and 9 minutes. Back into Ton Sat Hat Airport. And my performance is dropping. Don't know why. Must be some aircraft taxiing or something. One's pushing back over there. APU available. Get that guy on. Let's get our fuel pumps on. We're just waiting for the rest of the passengers to board up here. And we all gone, ladies and gents. We all gone. How do I reset that? This guy? This guy? There we go. There we go. Boarding is much quicker than deboarding. I'm not sure why. The settings are relatively the same. Beautiful. And let's go ahead. We'll close up this door. All of that's looking good. We'll come upstairs. Beacon light coming on. We're pretty much ready for push. We're going to go ahead and call up GSX. And we're going to call ground. Done and ground. Vietjet 641 ready for push and start. Stand or gate 27.
VHS 641, the non-ground, pushback engine start approved. Face south.
Push and start approved, face south, Vietjet 641. Face south. Perfect. All ready to rock and roll. Look at all these airplanes here. I don't know. Oh, that guy's just parked. He's not actually moving. Again, it's like 2:30 in the morning right now in Vietnam. So you're not going to get much traffic here. It's not really a busy airport, but coming into Ton Sat Hat, I guarantee you we're going to see a lot. Quick edit pushback. We are approved. Face south. So we're not going to push all the way back there. Let's bring this guy back up. Spin this guy around.
Exiting from editing mode.
Beauty. Parking brakes coming off. Are we all good upstairs? We're all good upstairs.
Start at will.
All engines clear, start at will. Engine start over to the start position. Engine number 2. Bing, bang, boom. Let's get that guy spinning. Sounds pretty good, you know, I fuck with that. And let's go ahead, engine number 2. Look at all those A321s. Vietnam Airlines. We're going to be in it as well on Tuesday evening. Tuesday evening, so probably about 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It should be like morning here. Wondering if maybe we'll get some VATSIM controllers online. Would be ideal. Beautiful, 2 good engines. EPU bleed and master switch coming off. Nose bleeds over to taxi. Yeah, that guy's on. Beautiful. Engine start switch over to norm. Flaps 2. And trimming
Unlocking gear.
down 0.5. Auto brake max. And TCAS. Let's get it on.
Tow truck
Blinding
disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
pushback guy.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
Clear. And ground Vietjet 641 ready for taxi, runway 35 right.
VHS 641, runway 35 right taxi via Echo 7.
Runway 35 right, taxi via Echo 7, Vietjet 641. Alright, Echo 7. Echo 7? 35 right? No, he meant to say Echo 1, because Echo 7 is on the opposite end. Alright. I fuck with that. No problem. No problem. Parker brake coming off. Takeoff config. Let's make a call upstairs. Let's get it. Let's get it. So Echo 7 is the opposite way. We're going to runway 35. Runway 35 is down here.
The cabin is now secure for takeoff.
Appreciate you. There's an aircraft on final. About 5 miles. 10 miles, sorry. Just to make sure I got my tower frequency in here. 18350. Yep. Rather than take it to Echo 7, we'll take it to Echo 1. All the way at the end. Quite the long taxi here. Let's see if we see this airplane coming in for landing with no landing gear. Just like how it was back in Ho Chi Minh City. Aircraft's on a 5-mile final. Looks like he's landing on 3-5 left, if I had to guess. We've lost the aircraft on TCAS. It's no longer landing. Oh, there's the plane. See if we get a nice little view here. Again, no landing gear. Oh, there's the landing gear. Let's see. Nice flare. Nice flare. Smash down. Like it. Smash down.
VHS 641. Contact the non-tower 118.35. Have a good day.
Contact tower 118.35 via jet 641. Have a good day. 11835. What do we have for departure? 1253. Reset this shit. And tower hello via jet 641. Taxiway Echo.
VHS 641, request not understood.
I forgot. I gotta wait till I get to my holding point and then say ready for departure. Stupid. Danong Tower, VietJet 641, ready for departure, runway 35 right.
VHS 641, Danong Tower, wind variable, runway 35 right, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 35 right, VietJet 641. We'll get everything lit up here. We'll get on the runway. Let's get our sounds up. Time for toga. Throttle's going up. Turn and burn. 40%. And flag 66, SRS runway auto blue. Slight nose down pressure. Look at the weather. Holy fudge. The winds are variable, he said. 80 knots checked. Maintain that center line. V1. Positive rate of climb. You're going up.
VHS 641, contact the departure 125.3.
125.3 via jet 641. Danong departure. Hello, via jet 641, 1,500.
VHS 641, Danang departure identified. Climb to flight level 160.
Laps 1. I'm to flight level 160 via jet 641.
VHS 641, increase speed to 250 knots.
Increase speed to 250 knots via jet 641. We haven't even cleared flaps yet. Golly. $16,000 feet, speed 250. Let's go ahead. Flaps are going up. Ground spoilers are going down. Runway turns. Nose lights all coming off. Go ahead, start that right turn. Nice little breakout for a second. Still hand flying this bad boy. Looking good. We're going to continue to hand fly it. Once I make that right turn, we'll go ahead and switch the autopilot on. Not much to see. Transitions 9,000 feet. Let's go ahead and we'll set that now. Standard pressure is set. Coming up on 10,000. Get those guys off. And let's go ahead and start that right turn. Start pitching down. Speed us up here. We gotta maintain 250. We didn't clear us for anything.
VHS 641, resume normal speed.
Resume normal speed via jet 641. There we go. I don't know how to clear the restriction on that guy. So do we just clear this? Insert. There we go. Beautiful. Autopilot coming on. That's a nice little departure. Bring you guys back upstairs here. Very nice. Very nice. We're climbing up to 16,000 feet. Very, very, very nasty weather out here. Very, very nasty.
641, contact Ho Chi Minh Control 123.3. Have a good day.
Contact control 123.3 via jet 641. And control, hello, via jet 641, flight level 130.
ViaJet 641, Ho Chi Minh Control, identified. Climb to flight level 320.
Climb to flight level 320 via jet 641. Beauty. I'm gonna go upstairs, I'm gonna grab a drink. We're gonna have a look at these views. Let me get some of these sounds down, we'll play some tunes. And I do hope for a better arrival coming in to Ho Chi Minh City. Appreciate everybody tuning in today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's get those things up here. Let's get this off. Beauty. Yeah, exactly. Time to chills. That's it. That's it. That's all. Did we get any calls? I don't think we got any calls. No.
Ho Chi Minh Cần Trùng, VJet 730, fly level 10.
ViaJet 730, Ho Chi Minh Control, identified.
Ho Chi Minh Control. Let me see, what gate? We're probably going to go back to the same gate. So that was... Fuck, I don't even remember. Gate 92.
Ho Chi Minh Control, Airspring at 971. Good day. Flight level 320.
Airspring 8971, Ho Chi Minh Control, identified.
Clouds look really good in 2020.
Vietnam Airlines 1622, contact Hanoi, control 125.9er. Contact Hanoi, control 125.9er, Vietnam Airlines 1622. Sky Anchor 212, contact Vietnam Radar 128.3. Contact Vietnam Radar 128.3, Sky Anchor 212. ViaJet 641, contact Ho Chi Minh, control 120.7.
Contact Ho Chi Minh Control 120.7 via Jet 641. .7. I think. Already forgot. Ho Chi Minh Control, hello, via Jet 641, flight level 290.
ViaJet 641, Ho Chi Minh Control identified.
What's going on, Tops, bro? Hello, hello. Appreciate you tuning in. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, it's clearing up. It's going to be clear weather coming into Sat Hat Airport.
Red
Cap 189, Ho Chi Minh Control, radar contact, continue climb to flight level 355.
Ho Chi Minh Cần Trùng, VGET 9S6, fly level 290.
VHF 986, Ho Chi Minh Control identified.
Ho Chi Minh Control, Vietnam Airlines 7395. Good day, flight level 280.
Vietnam Airlines 7395, Ho Chi Minh Control identified. Vietnam Airlines 7395, Ho Chi Minh Control, expect $2 hotel, runway 25 right.
Expect $2 hotel, runway 25 right, Vietnam Airlines 7395.
China Southern 350 Heavy, contact Ho Chi Minh Control 123.3.
Contact Ho Chi Minh Control 123.3, China Southern 350 Heavy, bye-bye.
Ho Chi Minh Cần Trùng, VGET S63, descending Vidala 2 Hotel, fly level 359er.
Vietnam Airlines 7395, descend to 11,000 feet, QNH 1011.
Descend to 11,000 feet, QNH 1011, Vietnam Airlines 7395.
What's going on, A10?
Vietjet 863, Ho Chi Minh Control identified.
Ho Chi Minh Control, Freebird 307, flight level 280.
Freebird 307, Ho Chi Minh Control, radar contact. Vietnam Airlines 7395, contact Ho Chi Minh Control 120.1.
Contact Ho Chi Minh Control 120.1, Vietnam Airlines 7395.
This airspace is getting a little busy. How far are we from top of descent? It's gotta be like 100 plus. About 100 miles. We'll be getting our clearance down into Ho Chi Minh City, Ton Sat Hat Airport. Receive messages. Yeah. 103 miles from top of descent. I'll start plugging in some information here. I don't know what we're going to expect.
Jet 986, contact Ho Chi Minh Control 123.
I don't even know what runways they're landing on. To be honest, the winds are showing 040 at 3. We should be landing on 07. But I don't know. There is ATIS there is ATIS information. Tonsat at 128.0. Let me see.
Lima. Townsend Head Airport Information Lima. 0746 Zulu. Thunderstorms. Wind 020 at 4. Temperature 23. 2.19er. QN H1011. Landing runway 25 right. Departing runway 25 left.
25 right. So we know we gotta go 25 right on this guy. So let's come back to the flight plan. ILS Yankee 25 right. I don't know. Can we do the $2?
Vietnam Airlines 1575, descend to flight level 130. Descend to flight level 130, Vietnam Airlines 1575.
We're gonna plan 25 right. I just don't know. We can't be on the $2. On the $2. No idea what's gonna happen.
Ho Chi Minh Control, VietJet 641, flight level 320.
VHS 641, Ho Chi Minh Control, expect $2 Hotel, runway 25 right.
Expect $2 Hotel, runway 25 right, VietJet 641.
Vietnam Airlines 1575 QNH, expect the RNAV Zulu runway 27 with the DL283 transition. QNH, expect the RNAV Zulu runway 27 with the DL283 transition. Vietnam Airlines 1575. Singapore 851 Heavy, contact Ho Chi Minh Control 120.1, bye-bye.
Alright, so we're gonna go 25 right.
Contact Ho Chi Minh
25 right,
Control
$2 Hotel.
120.1, Singapore 851 Heavy.
Ho Chi Minh Control, Vietnam Airlines 7393, flight level 145. Vietnam Airlines 7393, Ho Chi Minh Control, good day, radar contact, climb to flight level 280. Climb to flight level 280, Vietnam Airlines 7393. VHS 641, contact Ho Chi Minh Control 120.1.
Ho Chi Minh Control 120.1 via Jet 641.
Ho Chi Minh Control, Scooter 112, flight level 350. Scooter 112, Ho Chi Minh Control, identify.
Ho Chi Minh Control via Jet 641, flight level 320.
VJ 641, Ho Chi Minh Control, radar contact. VJ 641, Dala 2 Hotel, runway 25 right. Report ready for descent.
The accent is thick. Delta 2 Hotel, runway 25 right. We are ready for descent via jet 641.
VVTS 641, descent to 11,000 feet, QNH1011.
Descent to 11,000 feet, QNH 1011 via jet 641. Little while's out, but that's okay. We'll start our descent. Let's get our sounds up. Let's get back up top here. Beauty. Alright. Now, we'll enter into destination data. Because now we have an idea of where we're going. QNH, what did he say it was? 1011. Transition's 18,000, by the way. Temperature 23 degrees. The winds are 040 according to Navigraph at 3. I think it said 020 at 4, but who knows? The minimums were 2. Shit. 25 right. ILS Yankee 25 right. 223. More drag. Really? We don't need no more drag. Dallas 2 Hotel. Looking good, friends. Looking good. Hopefully no go-arounds. Hopefully no fudge-ups. Hopefully it's just relatively normal landing coming in. On Sat Hat International Airport in Ho Chi Minh City. Wasn't Ho Chi Minh City Saigon? Wasn't it, or is it Hanoi? Was originally Saigon. I don't remember. We are descending. Clear skies too, ladies and gents. I'm happy about that. We got no aircraft in front of us. Kind of a weird arrival as well. It's got this arch thingy. I don't know what the that is, but hey. Hey. Let's have a look at the outside views. It's lovely. Dallas, we got to be at 11,000, 250 on the speed. And we're landing with a weird, like, tailwind. The winds are 040 at 2. It just makes sense to land on 07, right? Christy, what's going on? Appreciate you tuning in. Hello, hello. Welcome. We're on the approach into Ho Chi Minh City. Flying along with BeyondATC. Today, had a rough go. If you're just tuning in, had a rough go into Da Nang. Kind of a weird approach, you know, a couple, you know, I would say 10-20 feet above the runway. The aircraft started drifting. I went for a go around, and then all hell broke loose. All hell broke loose.
Ho Chi Minh Control, Vietnam Airlines 780 Heavy, descending via Dallas 2 Hotel, 16,200 feet.
But I gotta say, BeyondATC is actually it's a pretty good add-on for this. It's working well. There's traffic. The call-outs are, for the most part, the go-around was my only issue. It doesn't know the go-around procedures at the airports. I mean, at least experiencing that in Da Nang, I got a left turn when I should have just followed the procedure, but everything else seems to be working fine.
Minh Control, south wind 6516. Good day, flight level 230.
And approach is going to be 126350.
South wind 6516, Ho Chi Minh Cần Trung, Armament to Yoru Advis ready to copy.
Uico, ready to copy, south wind 6516.
Here's 18,000, 1011
6516, attack BT1 Tango with a BT
on the altimetres.
Runway 2 Ferry.
Expect BD1 Tango with the divided transition.
BD1
Runway
Tango.
25 right, south wind 6516.
South wind 6516, turn left, heading 055.
Turn left, heading 055, south wind 6516.
South wind 6516, turn left, heading 055, descend to 2000 feet, QNH 1011.
Turn left, heading 055, descend to 2000 feet, QNH 1011, south wind 6516.
Busy coming into Ho Chi Minh City, as expected.
South wind
As expected, I do have, there are some traffic injection settings you can change. I have mine set to 8. So there's a scale between 1 and 10.
Clear direct
I got mine set at 8. They recommend 5.
South wind
They recommend
6516.
5.
Ho Chi Minh Control, Showman Air 848, flight level 290.
Xiamen AF4S, Ho Chi Minh Cần Trung, Aiding Fit.
Got an aircraft 2,600 feet below us. Let's see if we can see it. Can't see it.
South wind 6516, contact tàn sông nhạc Arrivan 126.35.
Contact Tiansan, not arrival 126.35, south wind 6516.
Ho Chi Minh Cần Trung, Vietjet S63, descending via Đà Lạt to Hotel, fly level 329er. Vietjet S63, Ho Chi Minh Cần Trung, radar contact.
A lot of aircraft populating up here. I like that about
Ho
BeyondATC.
Chi Minh Control, Vietnam
There's another
Airlines
aircraft
213 Heavy,
out here. Can't
descending
really
via
see it.
Dollar to Hotel, flight level 340.
Vietnam Airlines 213 Heavy, Ho Chi Minh Cần Trung, radar contact.
Now this, we're 1,000 feet below this aircraft here. That's, and they're only about 3 miles in front of us. I don't see them. I don't see them.
Pacific Airlines 6577, contact tàn sông nhạc Arrivan 126.35.
Speed rolling back to 250. We got a restriction.
Tiansan North Alpha 126.35. Pacific Airlines 6577.
Let's see if BeyondATC can do its thing here. Gotta say, the photogrammetry is looking good.
7395, descend to 9,000 feet.
See an aircraft out here.
9,000 feet, Vietnam Airlines 7395. Ho Chi Minh Control, Freebird 307, flight level 280. Freebird 307, Ho Chi Minh Cần Trung, radar contact.
Should be getting lower momentarily.
Vietjet 641, descend to 9,000 feet, QNH 1011.
Wow. Send at 9,000 feet, QNH 1011, VietJet 641.
Vietnam Airlines 73905, contact Tan Song Nhạc, Arrival 126.35.
Continue on down here.
Contact tension not arrival 126.35. Vietnam Airlines 7395.
10,000 feet. Landing lights coming on. Landing system coming on. Plug in some fixes here. So, VVTS 25 right, 10 mile, 5 mile fix. Beauty. And we're going to keep the speed. There's no restrictions until we get back around that loop there. Right there, so. Would be nice to get a nice radar vector.
VJ 641, contact Tan Song Nhạc, Arrival 126.35.
2635. Contact Tonsat Nat arrival 126.35 via Jet 641.
Aircraft calling, did not copy.
I don't know, it does that when I switch over sometimes. And Tonsat Nat arrival hello via Jet 641. 9,000 feet.
VietJet 641, verify information mic.
Information mic on board via Jet 641.
VietJet 641 Tansan, not arrival approach.
What's going on, Owls?
It's 1011, expect the ILS Whiskey runway 25 right with the SOCAN transition.
Expect the ILS Whiskey 25 right with the SOCAN transition. QNH 1011 via Jet 641. We gotta change up this guy.
Tension not arrival. Vietnam Airlines 780 heavy. 9,500 feet with information mic.
ILS Whiskey 25 right.
Vietnam Airlines 780
$2 Vietnam,
Tansan,
yeah.
not arrival approach. Good day, QN. It's 1011, expect the ILS Whiskey runway 25 right with the SOCAN transition.
TS
QNH 1011, expect the ILS Whiskey runway 25 right with the SOCAN transition. Vietnam Airlines 780 heavy.
All is good. All is good. Gonna change our mins here. Fucking thing always changes up on us. 322 on the mins. We'll select that. We should be Gucci. We should be Gucci. I was getting food on back. No worries. No worries. No, they're always sort of changing our the approaches and stuff like that. So it's getting a little spicy. Close to arrival. Yeah, we're just we're sitting at 9,000 feet now, and we're gonna come around this arrival here. And if all goes to plan, everything should go well. If all goes to plan. Would have been nice if they gave us a nice little vector to final, you know what I mean? But all good, all good. It's BeyondATC. It's, gotta expect, some issues here and there. I got aircraft on the TCAS, but I don't got aircraft, I don't see them. This guy is literally 2.5 miles in front of me. I don't know, you guys tell me if you see any aircraft. I don't see any lights flashing. Don't see any of that. Anyway. And I gotta say, the phraseology is a little bit different than what I'm used to. Flying on VATSIM, and then coming to this, the terminology is like they don't understand sometimes when you say certain things. Sort of to remember the phraseology in BeyondATC is an adjustment for sure. especially if you're flying on VATSIM quite a lot. Are we on the SOCAN transition? We are. But yes, a nice vector would have been nice. A nice little vector, pretty much to final. We're sitting at 9,000 feet. We probably could have made it. Speaking of AI, ChatGPT can access your camera now. That's fucked up. Why is that? It can look through your camera. That's fucked up. I don't know if I want that to happen. We're on approach. My tower frequency is 118.7. Let's be good pilots here. Let's get everything pre-planned. Like, if you put a math thing in front of it, it will solve it. It's fucked up. AI is going a long way, man. By the way, speaking about like AI, I guess, even though this is not really related, if you were outside last night, especially like in my neck of the woods, maybe up by Utah, I don't know what the weather was like out in Ottawa, but last night at about 9 p.m. Wait, I think it was around 9 p.m. You could see Mars fucking perfectly. A nice bright orange thing, fucking just like flashing in the fucking sky. It was crazy. It was crazy. Look at all these other aircrafts flying on our arrival. Again, no. Oh, there we go. There's one. That guy's on the turn. The other guy, I don't see anything. But this might be spicy. Oh, there's the other guy right there. Cool, cool.
Pacific Airlines 6577, cleared direct SOCAN. Cross SOCAN at or above 2,400 feet. Cleared ILS, Whiskey runway 25 right.
Clear direct SOCAN. Cross SOCAN at or above 2,400 feet. Cleared ILS Whiskey runway 25 right. Pacific Airlines.
Imagine a lot of people brought their telescope out and such. Maybe. Maybe.
Vietnam Airlines 7395,
nice to see.
descend to 2,400 feet.
Alright, we should be clear probably 2,400 feet now.
Vietnam Airlines 7395.
Vietjet 641, descend to 2,400 feet.
Descend to 2,400 feet via Jet 641.
Vietnam Airlines 7395, cleared direct SOCAN. Cross SOCAN at or above 2,400 feet. Cleared ILS, Whiskey runway 25 right.
We've got these aircrafts in front of us here. I'm probably gonna
Cross SOCAN at or above 2,400 feet.
slow us down to about, what is it, 230 on the charts? I think it's 230. Yeah, max 230 at SOCAN.
Vietjet 641, cleared direct SOCAN. Cross SOCAN at or above 2,400 feet. Cleared ILS, Whiskey runway 25 right.
Clear direct SOCAN, cross SOCAN at or above 2,400. Clear the ILS Whiskey 25 right via Jet 641. Get the aircraft slowed up here. Beautiful, beautiful. The airport's somewhere over here. but much clearer skies coming into Ho Chi Minh City. Much clearer skies. Should be a pretty relative, hopefully, textbook landing. Hopefully. Now, I wonder at SOCAN if they're going to give us a direct to, or if they're going to give us a vector. Ground looks decent. Yeah, I gotta say. Gotta say. By the way, I tuned into Captain Canada's stream, Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. Was shocked. Couldn't fly it. He could not fly it. Super disappointing. 2020, I'm telling you, man, this is...
Vietnam Airlines 780 Heavy, cleared direct SOCAN, cross SOCAN at or above 2,400 feet. Cleared I, LS, Whiskey runway 25 right.
Clear direct SOCAN, cross SOCAN at above 2,400 feet. Cleared as Whiskey runway 25 right, Vietnam Airlines 780 Heavy.
I don't know what's going to happen here. No idea. Let's go ahead. Activate the approach phase. Wind her back, 210.
South wind 6516. Contact Tansan, North Tower 118.7. Have a good day. Contact Tower 118.7, South wind 6516.
And they're gonna just make us, I guess, turn around. We'll just do that. When they should have vectored us. Beautiful flying in here. I just wish the photogrammetry was just better, you know? I just wish.
Pacific Airlines 6577, contact Tansan, North Tower 118.7.
We're clear the ILS approach.
Over to Tower 118.7. Pacific Airlines 577.
We're gonna get sent over to Tower.
Vietnam Airlines 7395, contact Tansan, North Tower 118.7.
Over to Tower 118.7, Vietnam Airlines 7395.
I'm gonna go manage speed. And flaps 1. Arm the ground spoilers.
Tan sông Nhật Arrivan, VZ S63, 9,900 feet with information marker.
Vietjet 641, contact Tansan, North Tower 118.7.
Contact Tower 118.7, Vietjet 641. Flaps 2.
Vietjet 86, 3 Tansan, North Arrival Approach, QN.
And Tower Vietjet 641, ILS 25 right. You're coming down.
Vietjet 641, Tansan NHAT Tower, continue.
Continue approach Vietjet 641. Aircraft landing in front, so we're not cleared. What is ground? 1216. And let's go ahead. Flaps 3. Think I'll stick with MSFS 2020 until they get the bugs out of 2024. Absolutely, Michael. Absolutely.
Pacific Airlines 577. Go on.
No, not another fucking
Fly
go around,
runway
please.
center line.
Not
Maintain
another go
2,000
around.
feet.
And we're gonna go flaps full.
Going round. Fly runway center line. Maintain 2,000
Please.
feet. Pacific Airlines 6577.
What's our go around on this one?
Pacific Airlines 6577.
3,000.
Contact 10 Sun Knot Bravo. Approach 126.35.
Get down 3 green.
Contact 10 Sun Knot Arrival Approach 126.35.
Ground spoilers are armed. We're
Pacific
waiting.
Airlines 6577. Speak soon.
We're waiting. Yep, absolutely. 6 months to a year. 1 aircraft on a go around. I think 1 aircraft landed. 1,000 feet, ladies and gents. Enjoy the arrival. We are not clear to land.
VHS 641, wind 040 at tree. Runway 25 right, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 25 right via jet 641. Clear to land. Let's get the rest of our lights on. My aircraft. Holy shit. Enjoy the arrival.
500.
10 Sun Knot Tower, Vietnam Airlines 780 Heavy, ILS Whiskey runway 25 right.
100 above.
Vietnam Airlines
See, if there was some good
780
photogrammetry,
Heavy,
this would be a
10
beautiful
Sun Knot
approach.
Tower. Continue.
Minimum.
Continue.
We'll go Vietnam Airlines 780 Heavy.
Flight
100.
slow.
Disregard.
Flight slow.
40. 30. 20. Retard. 5.
First coming out. Maintain center line. As best as I can. Oh, baby. Did they update the aircraft or something? It's not flaring like how I remembered it flaring. 70 knots, reverser stowed, ladies and gents. We're gonna continue on down. Bring you guys back upstairs here. Not bad. Not bad. We have aircraft on final.
Airlines 780 Heavy, wind 040 at tree. Runway 25 right, clear to land. Runway 25 right, clear to land. Vietnam Airlines 780 Heavy. VHS 641, exit next available taxiway.
Exit next available taxiway via jet 641.
VHS 641, contact ground 121.6, bye-bye.
Over to ground 121.6 via jet 641. Good day. And ground, hello, via jet 641. Taxiway, or Papa 5.
VHS 641, welcome to Canson Head. Stay parking or advice, need assignment.
Stand 9-3 via jet 641.
VHS 641, Gate 9er, 3 Sierra Tango Alpha November Delta doesn't exist at Canson Head. Would you
Does,
like to
man.
select another?
Stand 9-2 via jet 641.
VHS 641, unfortunately, Gate 9er 2 Sierra Tango Alpha November Delta isn't available at this airport.
Who's asking for all of that,
Please
though?
choose another.
Any gate for via jet 641. Get off this taxi.
VHS 641, Gate 901 taxi by Papa 5, Sierra 8, Victor Zulu.
Gate 901, okay. At least it's a real world fucking gate. Gate 901, taxiway via Papa 5, Sierra 8, Victor Zulu, VHS 641. Papa
All
5,
aircraft be
Sierra
advised
8.
information November now current. QNH 1011.
Crossing our runway here. Those guys on. That was smooth. Good job. Appreciate you. I don't know. The flare, I really got to pull back on the side stick now. I almost didn't think we were going to hit that. But we made it. Strobe lights coming off. Runway turns coming off. We'll pull up the APU. And we'll get this guy off. Sierra 8, Victor Zulu. I don't know where the fuck there's Zulu at this airport. No idea. Not bad, not bad. We made it. Much better landing coming in. Control with the rudder inputs there. Not that great. I don't know. Performance seems a little weird here. 52 FPS. We're going to continue the flying out here in Vietnam. We're going to be... I got some other flights. I know we're going to go to Hanoi and then we're going to go somewhere else. Forget the name of the airport. Yeah, we're going to be doing probably one more flight. And then maybe we'll fly in the Philippines. I want to do some different things. You know what I mean? Turn next taxiway. This is where it looks like Vietjet parks all their aircraft. So I'm actually grateful BeyondATC picked us. They assigned us a gate that looks like this aircraft has to park at, which is a plus. Great little program if you're flying in airspaces that aren't controlled by VATSIM. I don't know where the taxiway is. Is it this? I think we passed it. Little detour. Nothing to see. And gate 901, I think is this guy here. I'd use it anyway just so I don't gotta be on VATSIM. Hey, you know what, man? After a couple usages with this, you'll be on VATSIM in no time. In no time. And I was watching some videos with BeyondATC. They can yell at you on this as well. You know? So, if you make a mistake, you're gonna pay the price. I wouldn't substitute VATSIM for this program, though. There's nothing like talking to real people. I'm going to be honest with you. So Hans told me back in Da Nang, keep the APU on because it's hot in Vietnam. Parker brake coming on while we're deboarding so that they don't sweat and die. APU bleed is on. Coming downstairs here. Let's kill these guys. Let's kill this guy. Kill these guys. Beautiful. And request deboarding.
Deboarding requested.
I have a number for you to call. Alright. They might ask you to write down the number. I'm not sure about that, but I do know if you're talking to them on ATC and you're not talking about, like, I don't know, I guess the flight or whatever, they'll tell you what the usage of ATC is for. So that's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and open up these guys. And beacon lights. Beacon lights. Get those off. Anyways, ladies and gents, appreciate you guys coming out and flying with me today on this journey in Vietnam. You know, fun little afternoon. Hopefully one left will open by itself. Thank you. Yes, we're going to be flying again on New Year's Eve. So December 31st, Tuesday evening, we're going to be operating some more Fenix A320 family ops. I think we're going to be with Vietnam Airlines, and we're going to be operating. I know we're in Hanoi. That's all I know. And we're flying somewhere, and it's more Dominic Design Team airports. Should be fun. Again, appreciate everybody tuning in. Tell all, thank you very much for tuning in. Appreciate everything you do, especially on the Discord server, Apchi. Appreciate you, Owls, tuned in last minute. Appreciate you, my guy. I'll catch you in your live stream. Christy, thank you. A10, thank you. Tobbs, bro, thank you. Sam, Guilford, thank you. Mr. Kyle Assi, I'll see you at work tomorrow. You better show up, and lunch is on you. That's my service manager, by the way. And who else do we have in here? I think that was all. Enjoy the rest of your evening, ladies and gents. Catch you in the next live stream. Peace!